light without dark.
What's going on, everyone? Fucking know what you know. I wasn't gonna. I always say this. I wasn't gonna do a show, but shit, I was bored. Watched my Spurs whoop some ass earlier and ate some food. I'm gonna do the witching hour. So I fucking decided to do it. I got a couple of jams I want to play for you guys too. A couple new ones. So should be a fun show. Don't expect no 3 or 4 in the morning crap. I got shit to do in the morning. Got to do my cartoons and cereal with the cool table in the morning. So anybody's up early, want to watch some Justice League Unlimited with us on Netflix, tune on in. It'll be starting at 9 a.m. my time. What we got here? Human Brisket. Stay to the road, stay off the moors, and beware the moon. Yeah. And Jesus drinks jet fuel. What's up, bro? Fuck yeah, witching hour. Yeah, I know. Short notice. But I've always said in the past, the witching hour can strike at any time. So be prepared. But I'm going to play one. I know everybody loves this band. I always get a great response when I play them. And also, I don't know if Francisco is up and listening, but this one's going to be for him. Let me get to it here real quick. Let me find this one for the homie. There we go. Let's have some fun with some old Isengard. Fucking Isengard. Whoa. Yeah, that's about the best you'll get out of me doing that shit. Oh, dude, this comment. I was about to have diarrhea, but then I realized this was happening. I guess I gotta hold it for now. Don't hold that shit too long, literally. You don't want a problem between your cheeks, man. That shit's the worst. No pun intended there. All right. The full moon sacrifice. Yes, we will all be fucking becoming lycanthropes at the midnight hour. Or maybe even earlier. Fuck, we got Wade. What's up? Hey, I see you, Carl. Kyle. Evan. Kevin. Fuck Grave Worms. What's up? I fucking love this. Brogu, I mean. Fuck yeah. Now, I already said what's up to other people here. Thanks for tuning in late. I know this was a little last minute, but, you know, fuck it. Sucks sometimes just being constrained and having to do what you got to do and all that. Just felt like doing the show late. Let's fucking do it. All right. What do I want to play now? I want to play some, Roy put out this demo, or I guess, I don't know if he put out, but he issued it on Necroharmonic, the Agnostic Vomit. Let me get that set up for you guys. This shit fucking rules, man. Find it over here for y'all. Got those fucking riffs in my head, man. All right, here we go. Some Caustic Vomit. Dancing in the realm of shades. Fuck yeah, dude. How brutal is that? I know I'm not a big Death Doom guy myself, but there's some bands like that I'll fucking get into when it's executed properly. Like Carl was saying earlier, doesn't get boring. Doesn't get boring. Now, let me get this set up for you guys. So FRASER had a little scare at work the other day, apparently. FRASER did not drink enough water and got himself dehydrated and had to go to the damn hospital. So FRASER, if you don't get yourself hydrated, this is going to be you.
Take off! Take off! Take off! Take off! Down on the street! Get for the heat! With their clubs and guns! They do it all for fun! Take off! Take off! Take off! Take off! Big bad and blue! They're in the clan too! We're down with this sport! Let's put them to the torch! Take off! Take off! Take off! Take off! Rebel, rebel on the street! Makeup on my face, stockings on my feet. All the straights asking me why I don't act like a normal American guy. Woman says so straight and me so big. 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 Close the land of the free, safe the home of the brave. You know they call me a queen, just another human being. What makes America so straight and me so big? What makes America so straight and me so big? What makes America so straight and me so big? What makes America straight and me so big? Your authority and your power is turned up sick and sour, and your justice is a lie, and we're gonna fight until you die. What makes us so straight and me so big? What makes us so straight and me so big? What makes America so straight and me so big? What makes America so straight and me so big? Take off! Take off! Take off! What you gonna do? The monkey in blue, hunting for queers, niggers and you. Take off! Take off! Take off! Take off! Time for a switch! Army of the rich, not your fucking slaves. We'll piss on your grave. Take off! Take off! Take off! Take off! Thirsty and miserable, divide to the floor. You take till you can't even see anymore. Thirsty and miserable, always wanting more. Thirsty and miserable, always wanting more. Right. I really want to rob the liquor store. You pity him for what he wants it for. Yeah, thirsty and miserable, always wanting more. Thirsty and miserable, always wanting more. Yeah. And we're all getting nervous. Circles of tears not enough to last us. Oh shit. Thirsty and miserable, always wanting more. Thirsty and miserable, always wanting more. Go! See if we can find the key to your mother's liquor cabinet.
All right, those are two dedicated to FRASER. because he was almost a dead cop, and he was definitely thirsty and miserable. I'm sorry, dude. That's it. You over here thinking you had a heart attack, you're just not drinking your water. Come on, man. Everybody tell FRASER to drink his water at work and his Gatorade so he doesn't pass out. FRASER, I don't know if he is screwed up, but he did screw up. We'll go that far. All right. What else do we got? You know what? This will be I haven't even listened to this yet, so let's see what everybody says, because it's usually hit or miss with some people. So let's jam this new Marduk song that they released. Hopefully it doesn't get me knocked off the air, but we'll see what happens. It's called Blood of the Funeral. Let's check this Marduk out. Well, shit, that was pretty badass. I like that one. Fuck, man, that was fast as hell. FRASER, right on the fucking money. 1,000-mile-per-hour black metal. FRASER, I did watch your video, and I know you're probably talking about the one where you were playing Pius Levis and talking about it and giving us some nice shout outs. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for I'm doing that. That was fucking cool. But got a couple corrections for you. It is not Dennis and Pius Levis. It's actually Mike, Necro Inferno Mike, that used to be in Thornspawn on bass, and Butchered Saint. He was actually way back when. I mean, maybe some of y'all know this. He was in a band called Agnostic. He played drums, and then he switched over to bass for like about a decade. Now he's back on drums, and he did the drums for the Pius Levis releases. Now he's a drummer in there, dude. It's pretty cool, man. So yeah, thanks, FRASER. That was cool. Guess this is a new one, Soul Skinner Blasphemy. I will look into that. But yeah, Marduk Jam. Yeah, dude, if it's like that, just fucking Panzer Division style blasting through the whole thing, I'm down. I will be buying it. I'll buy it anyway. I buy all the Marduk albums. I'm one of those guys. I don't have any problems with Marduk. I always think they kick ass. All right, what else do we got here in the fucking chamber? I didn't download a lot because I wasn't going to be on forever. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play some new shit I got. Check this out. I got to go to a different file to get this stuff for you guys. A couple new things that came out that I thought were pretty cool. Let me find it. This band, Death Knell, you can get this on Bandcamp. I don't think it's out physically yet, but it's Marcus that was in Sarcophagus, Commandant, and I forget who else is in the band with him. But this is some killer shit. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's Death Nil from Chicago, I guess you would say, right? Yeah, that's where Marcus is from. Yeah, all I know right about it now is it's on Bandcamp. I think it's them so far. Maybe they'll have a label put it out, but only on digital so far. So, yep, can't order CD yet. But if I'm sure, I mean, some smart label will hear that and probably want to pick it, pick them up and put that out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little different. It did have that Morbid Angel vibe, the Steve Tucker type of riffing era and all that. Mike says, "Hey Eternal with low testosterone right there." Yeah, I can see that. Well, yeah, that's the same type of stuff almost. So yeah, but yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Death Nil. Check it out, and if you want to hear the whole thing, just go over to the Bandcamp and check them out. And here's another new one I got from I was looking and trying to track down Joker, and he's always in the chat. I don't know if he's going to show up today, but whatever. I got talked to his old bandmate Jeffrey, and from Patal. I hope I say it right, but anyway, he was telling me he started a new project, again only on digital. And it is called Nuclear Meditation. So let's give these guys a jam. And it's, yeah, man, Death Kneel, not Nell, Death Kneel, like you're kneeling. But yeah, it's pretty heavy. All right, well, let's check out this band, Nuclear Meditation. Some new shit. Yeah, all right. That was Nuclear Meditation. All right, what is this comment? YouTube here, how can we help you, Mr. Violent? Yes, that dirty stinking man. El Necron is playing a band I know nothing about, but have an eagle that makes me think of dirty stinking. You know the word. Please help me. And they will not. They're not that type of band. They're just, free expression, I'm sure, or some shit. Yeah, I don't think they're really like that. All right, what else do we got in the chamber? Let's step it up a notch, right? Let's fucking play some heavy fucking shit. So I got a playlist by FRASER. Nah, just kidding. I'm gonna play some heavy shit. Hold on. What the fuck is this? All right. Get down here to the bottom. Fuck. Play some fucking vomiter. Bombator, man. Fucking heavy. While you guys were dissecting that skeleton's dick, the jam was ripping. Just thought I'd point that out. Anyway, so I want to point out something else. I got a fucking killer package in the mail this week. Yeah. Warden Red, I got ordered some of their stuff, and he sent this fucking poster. Got the demo, fucking rules. Gave me a couple free live CDs. Pretty cool. Gave me quite a few, actually. I can give them to the rest of the band. Check out these professional cardboard flyers. Hardly see that anymore at Underground. Like, he's making his own noise. That's cool. But check out this version of the demo, the deluxe version, I guess. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Already getting that visceral type of vibe from it. Lyrics and such. So I suggest you get over to his Bandcamp. Check it out. Got some cool stuff for you guys, man. And his video rule. It's always a good time. FRASER, I don't know where exactly he's from, but he's somewhere, I think, from the Houston area. I could be wrong. Def Hammer. Yeah, I can see that. Played in a restaurant in Baltimore with Negative Plane. Wow, cool. I wonder if that's when they were touring, because Hod played with them in Austin. They were cool as shit. We backlined for them, and they, were cool and talked with us, and whatever. And then, the show happened and blah, blah, blah. And they had their bottle of Jack, and they called us over and just let us start drinking with them. So I always like fucking Bill when bands are cool like that, not dicks. Does he want to know who he is? I don't think so. I think that's why he's talking about Morden Red. Obviously that's why he's wearing his mask. I don't think he does. Yep, Morden Red is cool. All right, what the fuck else do we got? Let's play some classic heavy stuff. I'm sure everyone's gonna fucking enjoy this. Go to the old Jersey. You from Jersey? All right, where's it at? All right, here we go. Fucking yeah. Some fucking Cult of Azazel, American black metal band that I don't think no one ever fucking talks about, and they rule. Yeah, the drummer is insane. Blaster motherfucker, man. Is the singer, are you asking if the singer is a police officer? Maybe at this point. I don't know. That album's freaking almost what, 20 years old at this point? I don't even know. Oh, shit. Yes, Fraser, he works at the county of Azazel courthouse. Yes. He's in charge of infernal emissions at the courthouse. Is a Livdivity singer a cop? Oh, I know. And before that, we had some fucking Disma. And of course, Disma fucking rules. Oh, yeah, they are really good, man. Cult of Azazel never put out a stinker album, always fucking rippers. All right, let's go back in time here to the first demo of this band, Manticore, Ritual Cleansing of the Whore. Let me get it queued up for you fucks. All right, let's see. Where the fuck is it? Manticore. This is a killer demo from back in, when was this out? Early 2000s, I believe, or late 90s, one or the other. Let me find it for you guys. Visions of Demonic Perversion. Now, y'all make sure to get over to Health Headbangers, because, you know, he's probably doing push-ups at the moment, and got a fun J Dollars business over there. So, yes, Health Headbanger. Fuck, I don't know, man. Fraser's, you're fucking great, dude. Health Headbanger. God damn it. All right, yeah, that was. It's gonna throw me off, man. Hell, Goddamn. Health Headbangers. Woo! That's a star, man. Can't make this shit up. Yeah, Manticore. I believe you can get it from Hell's Headbangers if you're looking for it, man. Fucking rules. All right, let's keep the jams rolling here. Maybe I'll play some more Health Headbanger bands, get in shape. Because, exercise is important. I'm lost. Let me play a jam. Let's see here. Let's play some old fucking Agnostic Front. What do I got here? Fuck. Oh, yeah. Get ready for some flying double bass. Fuck yeah, man. That Agnostic Front Eliminator. That's a classic. As Francisco hates the word crossover, but yeah, metal punk, whatever you want to call it. Fraser's all, what's up, girl? Retro's all, hey, Fraser. Cool for stopping by, Retro. Always cool to see you in the chat. Pandora's Box will be back next week with a supersized episode to make up for the one we didn't get to do on Wednesday. That was on me. I couldn't get it into my schedule. But we're making it up next week, Wednesday. Supersized Pandora's Box. Be ready for it. We're going to be talking about Sam Raimi and then the good old days of the drive-in theater. I don't know. I'm sure my crowd went to drive-ins at some point. Some of y'all did. You had to seeing all the good horror movies and whatever else, sleaze movies. The drive-in, man, they were awesome. All right. Yes, ma'am. Next talk to Mikey. It's all set. So we'll be back next Wednesday. All right. Let's play some Grave Miasma. I haven't played them in a while. Let's see here. There we go. Get ready to fucking headbang. Ugh, some grave miasma. That fucking shit. It does sound like it's coming from the grave, right? Just seeping through the fucking miasma of the smell. And speaking of grave miasma, we got guest. What's up, dude?
Creeping from the depths of the Rio Grande Valley, your boy, your friend, till the end of life. What's up, friend?
What's going on, man? I decided to do a pop-up show out of the blue. I wasn't gonna do it. I was watching the Spurs game earlier with the new.
How we do, man? How we do?
They won. The new. I'm gonna totally lose the audience, but the new guy Wemby, he was okay, but I wasn't expecting like the fucking blow doors open or anything. You know, it's his first game, whatever.
Yeah.
But you already saw on defense the dude's gonna be like freaking out of control. Like he was blocking shots.
Yeah, that's good, man, because it's like inexperience shows, right? But potential, the potential is going to be there, and that's in life, right? And you see a new band play, and you're like, you know, they don't quite have it right, but they do have something to offer, and you're like, just give them time, just give them time.
Mm-hmm. And like each band, usually they get better on each record, you know, until you know they become like super old farts, they don't care no more, and then that's a different story.
Or until they write Cold Lake.
Yep. Or they get the Black Album. People are saying, "What's up, JD Retro Nerd?"
Hey, Retro, aka the Janet Jackson, closest to Janet Jackson. Dude, she does look a lot like Janet Jackson. That's so
Retro.
Badass, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I could never pinpoint like who does Retro look like?
Yeah,
it was always in, but then when Mikey said, it, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's so cool, man. I bet you, if she had a nickel for every time she heard that,
right?
She'd have a big old bag of nickels.
Everybody's bugging her about Rhythm Nation, probably.
Hey, so Insomniac Hour, the true witching hour,
the
night,
sure.
The hours of evil.
Yes, sir. Can we make it to 3? Nope. I got other shit to do in the morning, but you know.
Hey, right now that I'm here and I have some of your attention, don't forget, guys, Joaba's show on the 15th. We're going to have it on a weird day at a weird time, but I'm taking over the show and I'm going to interview Benny Larson. I just want to give if you don't mind, just a quick plug. Benny Larson was the drummer for a lot of great bands. Look him up. Total Terror is one of the more recent ones. It's him, Dan Swano on vocals, and check this out, Andreas Axelsson. You know who that is? Andreas Axelsson.
That rings a bell.
He's the first singer on the demo and on Dark Endless for Marduk.
Oh damn!
Yeah, dude, those two guys.
Wow,
dude, those guys did a. Benny Larson and Axelsson did a bunch of projects together. Like almost all of them are together. He told me they were going to hang out today. I texted him earlier in the morning. I mean, late at night. Late at night here is early in the morning over there. And so it's like a 7-hour difference. And because of that, we're going to have a chat with him the 15th, the Saturday. Let's see. He said he'd be good at 20. 20 is 8. 20, 21.
Oh, you're doing military time?
Yeah. Is that
20?
8 o'clock?
8 o'clock.
Yeah. So 7 hours before is 1 o'clock. So at 1 o'clock here, we're going to probably start it and go for like an hour or two. And of course, y'all can watch it on the playback. But if you can watch it live, that'd be cool. Because if you have questions to ask him, remember, he's all
next Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's a Saturday, the 15th. Okay. Wow. And what was I going to say? He was also the drummer for Edge of Sanity. He was a drummer for a band called Total Terror. I said that. He was a band of Plague Wielders, another good band he had. He was in a band called Lucky 7, which was a pop punk band, all random, with Axelsson. With Axelsson, dude. That's crazy, dude. He did, oh my goodness, I'm blanking out here. When he was a little kid, he was in a band called Stig Dod. Very similar to like Brain Dod. Another band, there were a bunch of kids from Sweden. They're playing like hardcore and like a thrash crossover kind of thing.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So much from thrash hardcore to to death metal to black. Oh, Off the Lamia. He was a drummer for Off the Lamia, which is like the main reason why I want to talk to him. That's going to be one of the main topics.
Yeah, I can see that for you. Yeah, that would be
Question. Who do you think is a better drummer, Tim Morris or Dennis the Menace? I mean, come on, man. I'm sorry. You're listing two iconic drummers at the very least, to say the least. But Dennis the Menace, man, for me, he has a place in my heart, man. Yeah, his consistent inconsistency in that bell, he creates a pattern out of it, and it becomes the Dennis the Menace beat. Some drummers are great, some drummers are good, and some drummers are original. They do certain nuances that other drummers don't do, which is another reason why I really hope you guys can listen to this conversation with Benny Larson. This guy has done okay. So I figured it out just by listening, and I confirmed it because I was chatting with him the other day, and I asked him a question, and I was right. But he drums open stick drumming. So if you all know what that means, it means he doesn't do this, right? He drums like this. So his ride, well, his hi-hats and maybe another ride is on that side. It makes for different beats, very inventive, very cool. From that to crust and D beat and grindcore and everything in between. Please. So that's my plug-in. Just wanted to throw that in there. I really need to promote the shit out of this thing, man. So I want people to like be there.
Let me send the link out to Tim Morris so he can respond to you.
There you go.
Just kidding. Tim's probably asleep at this point, I'm sure. Or playing a show. It's one or the other, I bet. Yeah, it's like everybody, Dennis rules, and his drum sound rules.
Oh yeah.
Chad, I love to hear drummers talk about drumming because I don't see everybody's. I'm telling Tim. I don't know much about drumming. I mean, I know the basics, you know what I mean, but I can't drum, so I don't know about techniques and different ways of doing things and all that. So, I mean, I know just from being in a band, like, you know, single blast, you know, double bomb blast, blah 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 blast, and all that stuff. But I didn't know what open-handed drumming meant till just now.
Yeah. Hey, Gene Hoglan, right? The little star, yeah. But it's like. It's a comet. It blasts into the earth. Ah!
Total end of everything.
Right. Yeah. No. Ah. Sorry. I went into a deep dive last night. All random ADD conversation here on Brutsum. Yeah, Brutsum. Anyways, I was going through Discogs, right? And I was looking at what do they sell for now? I thought that'd be a cool bit. It's called "What Does It Sell For Now?" And it's just an excuse to go through certain releases and just look at Discogs or whatever or eBay and see what they're selling for. I was pretty surprised, man. Some of those CDs are like $50 each now. Not that I want to sell them; it's just a point of conversation, you know.
Are they like the misanthropic record versions or
Misanthropy? It's that the Simophane / Misanthropy. They're always together, those two.
Yeah, because those are the ones I got from back.
The Digipacks or the showcase?
I think Digipacks.
Digipack, right? Yeah, that's what I have too.
Yeah, from back.
Dennis is probably the best extreme metal drummer of all time. Tim is great, but I was being a dick with that question. Oh, hey Mike, hey look, woo, right over my head, man.
Yeah, he's like went right into explaining. Oh, Amazon. Well, Amazon. Did you see Fraser's awesome comment of the night? Well,
Which one?
Had health headbangers instead of hell's headbangers.
Cute.
J dollars instead of J dollars.
J dollars. That's a cool name too, man.
I know it's like his hip hop alter ego or something, you know.
In the Metal Nation, or what does he say? In the Metal Lands. Some shit like
Heavy
that.
Metal Lands.
Heavy Metal Lands, right? It's so cool.
J dollars.
He's accidentally rapping.
Fucking Fraser, dude. You can't make that shit up. All right,
I thought it was hilarious. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I thought it was hilarious the way I'll be streaming, and then you two guys always seem to pop up right at the same time, dude. And he starts talking smack to you, and you're like, shut up, right? And you guys just cracks me up the way you two guys chat with each other online. It's so awesome. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, Fraser was a nice guy today, though. He did a Pius Levis video. I don't know if you saw that, his Facebook Live. He actually talked about us. He gave us a 10 on the first album and then took it back to a 9.5.
What? Oh man.
I know, God damn it, FRASER. But then he goes, but the split's a what do you say, a 100 or something like that. So I said,
Very cool.
I'll let it slide. FRASER being cool.
That's cool. No, that's good, man.
That is actually a good segment. You had to take it up with Francisco or something, or we could do it over here, or we all could do it together. And
then you could have a guest and be like, they have to pull out what they think in their collection is worth money, and then they might be like, nope, it's still worth $15, or oh snap, this is worth $300. Like you don't even know, right? Because this shit.
It's weird when you see CDs like going for that. I get vinyl, but when I see like a CD sell for like 100 or more, I'm like, damn, a CD can cost that much? That's crazy.
Exclusivity, the how much went into the packaging might add. Granted, if it's a good album. Speaking of good albums, I finally ordered my copy of Room, and it should be here on Tuesday. Yes.
Oh man, let me be a little show off here.
Oh, you're gonna flex on me, aren't you, big brother?
I'm gonna flex. You mean this one?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, it's so good, man. His style of black metal is just unique to him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really don't see like other people can pull it off the way Rooney, as I should probably say. I need to. Yeah, we're gonna try to track him down, dude, and see if he'll do my show.
Oh, that'd be badass, dude.
I'll ask a couple of guys I know who can get in contact with him for me, and he knows me. I mean, so maybe he'll say yes, or he might say fuck off. I don't want to.
Yeah, fuck off, poser.
Your old band had to open for us.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Yes, Gourmet CD just sold for $350. Crazy.
Damn.
Well, see, that must be like availability. How many did they make? How many were pressed? You know, if they only did like maybe 100, maybe that's why it's worth so much. You know, and everybody.
Dude, Philosophem, I found. I mean, if you could find it on vinyl, yeah, it was up there. But the CD, it was like $50 on average. So $350 for a CD, that's impressive.
Oh, you know what killed me, dude? Because
damn, that's $300.
I saw someone say that they sold the Judas Iscariot Heaven in Flames vinyl for like $1,000 or something like that. Yes, and I originally sold mine for $300 like years ago, and I was like, I thought I made a killing. I was like, fuck.
Wow, $300, that's heavy.
That was back like in mid 2000s when I sold it. Maybe a little later than that. Yeah, it was probably a little later, but not maybe like 2010, 2012. I sold it. You know, I had to make some moolah real quick, and so I sold it. And then now it goes for $1,000 plus or something. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what is FRASER talking about? Do you know one thing I hate costs? Example, I brought the first Hobbs Angel Death on CD. I reissue that, paid $50 for that CD, and down the road everybody issued it. Oh,
yeah, but FRASER, that's the thing. It's like you got the earlier version, so right? Did I read that correctly?
Yeah, what he's trying to say is he paid a lot for an original version, and then they reissued it. So you know, he could have gotten it cheaper later, but you got the OG version, dude. That you got the you know, if you want to flex, you could say I got the non-poser version. I didn't get the reissue. You know, I got.
That's right.
People, you can flex on them. It looks like I lost my stream on Facebook. Oh well, I never getting really watching over there anyway. But I think Gray Miasma got me.
Oh, got you papped.
Yeah, and they got me on the old Facebook. Zuckered. I got Zuckered.
You got Zuckerbirded. That's what I say. Fucking Zuckerbird.
What's the most expensive black vinyl sold? Burzum self-titled sold for $2,200.
I think one of the original Death Crush records that looked like pinkish red. I've seen those. I've heard of those selling up there, like in the $1,000, $2,000.
I know the Yellow Goat Battery always seems to get a good dollar. I've seen them go from over 1,000, and then I seen them, some of the more beat up ones go for like $5-6 bills.
AC vinyl, old stuff go for in 6 months.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And then what's funny is that whole game is like the price goes up on some things, right? But then eventually everyone's gonna age out, and then no one's gonna remember this band 50 years ago. So at what point do you think it's going to peak? You know what I mean? Before everyone's like, who's that band? You know? Or what movie is that? I've never heard of that cartoon. And you got these like collector, Ninja Turtle VHS, 1986 original pressing VHS. And it's like no one wants to buy it because they're like, who are them? I never heard of them,
Yeah. No, that's probably true. I mean, it's a market. It's speculation,
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everyone could end up hating Burzum and Bathory at some point, and the
Ninja Turtles.
And then Ninja Turtles. I don't think anyone will ever hate the Ninja Turtles. I have the first Immolation album on CD.
RC Records. Yeah, I got that one. Dawn of Possession.
Yeah, I think I got that one too.
I used to get confused with that on the note of RC. It was like RC and Roadrunner, but was that the same shit? I used to get confused with that. Then people would say, "Oh, that's the same company," or I don't understand.
If I'm remembering it right, and I'm probably not, but I think Roadrunner was America, and RC.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's I could be wrong.
It's like what's that label? The End Records and the French version, Season of Mist. Right, Season of Mist is a French label, and I think The End distributes their shit in the United States. There's something like that, where it's like they're kind of like you're getting from the same stock, but two different like centers for distributing it.
Season of Mist, they blew up pretty quick.
Well, okay. I mean,
Road Racer was first, and then Roadrunner. Then I guess it became.
There you go, Road Racer, Roadrunner. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to think it was one's in America and one's in Europe. They just have different names.
Okay, I used to get that messed up, man. There was two of them all the time, and they always had that under that ad for blue grape shirts. I remember that the insert is blue grape. And you could you used to have to. It was perforated, so you could. For all y'all who don't know, right? If you don't have the old CDs would have a perforated panel at the end. You could rip it, and then it was a form, and you could order certain shirts and whatnot. Mail it with his.
Yeah.
Pretty neat, man. The CDs.
And then wait a couple. It usually took 2 months or so to get your shirt back from the order.
Mm-hmm. But they were always good shirts. Like I remember.
Oh yeah, they were high quality, man. They didn't.
It was always thick stuff. Yeah.
And nice prints.
Mm-hmm. No cheap stuff.
I gave my my original blue grape shirt. I got too fat for it, so I gave it to Jeff AD. And he was like, "Hey, this is the best print of the shirt that I ever got."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I looked at it compared to the reissues. I go, "Yeah, it does look better." He's like, "Yeah, this is better, man."
Speaking of shirts, hey, I like your shirt, my friend.
Oh yeah, this wasn't even planned. I just XA. I was
here. It's more. Oh no, I thought this was another shirt. I thought I was wearing. I have a red shirt just like this. It's her label that she makes jewelry and what's the word, her alchemy. Yeah, I'm just kidding. She's got these kick-ass products where she makes these handmade earrings and necklaces and stuff like that out of
crafted type of stuff.
Yeah, well, stuff out of bones and certain stuff like that. So she'll find there's that kind of stuff. Very, very cool. And I got a shirt. It's just like this. I thought I was wearing that for a second, but no, this is something else.
What are you wearing? What band? MGM?
It's my work. No, this is my work. I made this shirt. I designed another logo where I work, and I was like, I kind of like this one because the other one's kind of traditional, cursive, and I kind of it's kind of two little peaks on the side. So I kind of thought like horns of an old bull skull found in the desert, kind of like that. So that was my approach to it.
I don't know if you heard earlier, we dedicated some songs to FRASER's incident from earlier.
Yeah, man. He what did he overdose on poserdom? No, I'm just kidding.
He
got a heat stroke.
Came and got him, man.
The poser police say we're through with your shit. You son of a gun.
They finally caught up to him and threw him in the slammer. No, yeah, he I don't know if what was it, FRASER? What was your technically, because you said he was dehydrated,
right? Probably got a little sunstroke.
Yeah, but I don't think FRASER. You don't work outside, do you? I thought he worked inside the building, but maybe he was outside that day.
Yeah,
but
you
you could just be you can just drink not the right shit all day long and have a fucking issue late at night or the next day because you didn't hydrate at all properly throughout the day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Dehydrated. Yeah, he was dehydrated. So
The
now
doctor said Steve.
now he's off for a week from work and just harassing them on Facebook all day.
How lucky are we?
Hey man, that shit great. I'll watch it anytime. Oh, here we go. He was walking, I guess, to a different building, and it was so fucking hot. Damn.
There you go. Well,
There you go. Dihydration. Don't drink enough water. Your insides will wither and die. There you go. Your body will like just fucking lock down.
Just ask Pestilence.
Ooh.
What's that? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You should fucking play that right now, man. Something off Consuming Impulse.
You're right, because I dedicated Dead Cops from MDC to him, and Thirsty and Miserable from Black Flag. So now we gotta do some death metal for him. So let me look that up real quick for the King.
Yeah, man. Anything, man. Anything from if you got Testimony of the Ancients, if they even made any videos, anything from their back rules. Spheres Forward started getting a little bit too jazzy for my craving for aggressive progressive thrash. It got less aggressive and stayed progressive, but it's not as aggressive. Yeah.
Because
he
was playing those damn
the MIDI guitar thing or what?
headless guitars.
Headless guitar.
No.
Hey, and the MIDI guitars are technically pickup-less guitars.
Yeah.
That's horrible too.
Horrible.
We won't allow it.
The hamster is very slow downloading this, but we're gonna get to it. We'll have a jam for you guys here in a second.
You know, while you're loading that up, I do want to say that I got to see them when they're doing their like comeback tour. They had just released an album. Which one was it? Indoctrine something or whatever. 2006 or 2005. I can't remember. 2004 maybe. But that was the first time I saw a band play live where they were using a system that I'm using now, where it's like you have from your effects unit, there's like a microphone cable, a DI cable that goes from there straight to the mixer board. So there's no like amp with a microphone in front of it. You know, it's just this pedal board, and straight to the sound system. And dude, I could not tell. I didn't realize it. It started playing a little bit. They were doing a sound check. And I was with a buddy of mine. I go, man, this stage looks empty. Like, where the fuck? It's just the drums, like some banners. There was no amps. It was crazy. And I noticed it right away because it sounded really badass. What fucking venue was it? It was a place that had two stages. Emos? Did Emos have like a stage, kind of like an outside, semi-covered, and then a front when you'd enter? There was a stage right there.
It did. Yep.
The old Emos or something like that. I don't know.
Off on like 7th Street or whatever, right by
somewhere there.
Yeah, it did. It had an inside and outside stage.
And I do that now, and it's weird because when I saw that didn't inspire me to do that. I was like, fuck that, where's the amp? You know, I was talking shit about how empty the stage looked, but dude, they sounded amazing, dude. Their tone sounded great. The fucking band sounded full, and it was the perfect volume. It wasn't like blasting your face off.
I guess, you know, I mean, honestly, you probably can get more control over the sound without having to mic it, you know. If you got the good sound output going into the board, just straight, it probably could sound pretty damn good.
The only thing is, the monitors, they had good monitors. So I was standing right here on the stage. I could hear everything, the guitars, the drums, the vocals, everything sounded badass out of every single monitor. So I guess ultimately, if they had bad monitors, it wouldn't have worked the same. I
played Emos, not flexing, but I can attest. It had great sound, great fucking sound. Inside and outside stage always sounded good, man. Like you could hear everything perfect. You got a good stage sound when the kicks sound amazing.
Yeah.
When you have, like, damn, it's heavy. That's like, all right, you're gonna have a fucking cool show.
Mm-hmm. Because then like you feel it, but at the same time the guy talks and you can still hear the vocals. That's the one thing I don't like is when they get too heavy handed on those kicks, and it just becomes this resounding and everything is just muddled.
I mean, it just dominates the sound, and you can't hear anything else, especially if they start flying on them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No,
maybe
that's
for like
sound.
Maybe for like doomy or slower bands, where you want to fill the space with that kick.
Yeah, because it's slow. It's not fucking constant.
Yeah.
So
imagine Mike.
You need that breathe,
Imagine Mike on a sound system like that, the way he's just rolling those kicks, dude. That guy doesn't get tired, man. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, he does, but he pulls.
Sounds great live. Yeah, it sounds great live.
He's always like, I don't know if I can do that one. Like, and every time he fucking pulls it off, dude, it's fine. He fucking kills it.
Yeah.
All right. This one's dedicated to you, Fraser. We're going to play a jam, man. Fucking,
hell yeah.
You thirsty bastard.
Die in the desert.
played some heavy ass fucking cyanide.
Thank you for that.
Oh yeah. Fuck, dude. Stoner Doom. Fraser asks what people think of Stoner Doom. He says it's boring. Well, do you think Stoner Doom's boring?
It's about whatever mood you're in. You know, some people just don't think or feel that way. Like, you know, like it's like, hey, do you like The Exorcist, the first movie of The Exorcist? It's like, fuck yeah. And some would say that's one of the greatest horror movies ever made, right? But there's hard. I mean, it's pretty slow. You know what I mean? If you really look at it, it's a very it's a very layered, you know. And I love that movie. That's one of my favorite horror movies, right? But it's that style, right? So you got to be in the mood to sit in the seat and wait and stew in like this anxiety that they're building on the screen, right? You sit there until something happens, right? Versus like, here comes the monster and here comes the fire, explosion, which is cool too, you know, but it's different. And so with Stoner Doom, let's say, or Stoner Metal, you know, people probably don't dig it because they don't want to. I mean, they're not in the mood to like slow down and go with the how do I say, like the energy of the song versus how technical and how like witty and they just want it's a different approach. It's a lazy or a lethargic riff as opposed to like a very aerobic, fast chop, like power metal, you know, and it's very active.
It's like creating like an atmosphere and vibe.
It's that certain vibe, exactly. You know? So I can see that. I can see people talking.
It's called Stoner Doom for a reason, you know. It's like people just want to chill, you know, and fucking trip on it.
Think of it like it's a song that you got to enjoy the moment in, like whatever. It's just kind of like music you can relax to, like the way you said, you know. And those riffs are going to be patient, and they're going to go for a while.
Mm-hmm. Funeral Doom. That's even like one note, just is that type of stuff? Yeah. And
there's some double pedal. It's actually pretty good. It's more like a more psychedelic incantations upon the throne of apocalypse, like, or what's that second album? It's kind of like that. Have you heard of a band called Fossilization?
No.
Dude, Fossilization, Andrea from Tenebrous Aberrations, she told me, she goes, dude, you got to check out this album. I was like, apparently, like, it hit her really good. She goes, dude, you're really going to enjoy it. So I bought the EP. It's a white, black and white. It looks
the correct. Yes, Mortal Throne of the Nazarene, Upon the Throne of the Apocalypse is the rough mix version of Mortal Throne of the Nazarene. So either way, they're both the second album.
Yeah, it's just they're different versions, right? Yeah, the riffs are a little bit different too. They're a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different. Yeah, it's not the exact thing. It's a version 1 of that album, and a version 2 got kept because it was refined and it felt better for the band, and that's the one that they pushed out there. I talked to John one time at a show, you know, like, hey, good show, hey, blah, blah, blah. He was signing an autograph for me, and I said, man, I really like, what did I forget? I asked him a question about that album, like if it was really the first one or like the second one. I was trying to get the order correct, and yeah, he was just like, yeah, man, we just didn't like it, man. It was simply an opinion. The album was cool, but they just felt like the Mortal Throne of Nazarene, that's the one that they felt was the better version. So that's, you know, very, very different, man. I love the other one. It's so dark and slow. It almost has a cavernous, magical ambiance to it. Very heavy.
Moon on the Mortal Throne. No. Now I'm getting them all mixed up.
Upon the Throne
of Apocalypse. Yeah, the second original version that they put out. That's fucking heavy as hell.
Yes, and it sounds a little hissy. Like it even sounds a little more necro, you know. And
it's not as cleaned up for sure.
Yeah, it's the best, dude. That's my favorite album of all their albums. I'm sorry.
The drums have a little more oomph on that recording.
But yeah, there's more of a low reverb, like boom, boom. real slow. Yeah, feedback would start to ring out. No, man, that's stoner rock. That's stoner metal to me too, in a way, you know.
But I mean, Doom. I mean, I'm like original Doom type of. I like Trouble and stuff like that from way back. That was,
of course.
Like, yeah, dude. That's all good. Or what's the Dallas band with John Perez in it?
Solitude Eternus.
Solitude. I couldn't think of it for some reason.
That band rules, man. They're gonna play at Hell's Heroes, dude.
Yeah, I saw that with dude. I years ago we got to play a show with them in Dallas, and it was mesmerizing watching them play. Yeah, dude, it was cool, man.
I saw them at the Engine Room in 2001, summer of 2001.
That was probably around.
And
we played them. Yeah, when they were doing shows frequently again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a shred fest. This show at the Engine Room. There was a lot of bands. And what's his name was there, dude, doing his interviews on the side, man. At BJ, what's his name? Rob's Metalworks. I walk in, I see his fucking bright ass lights right there. He's doing the kick ass interview on the side. I was like, oh shit. It was cool. And I was from the Valley. It was like I was just out of high school. It was the summer after I graduated. It was that first year, and I'm there in Houston. I was playing in a band with Crystal Salinas. I don't know if you recognize her, but she's a drummer in Scroll Keeper, and she has her own band. It's more of a new metal band called Deep Six. But she like hired me, and like our dads are friends like from way back when they were kids and shit. So like we've kind of known each other forever.
Yeah,
I played with them. That's when I went to the show when we were in Houston. That was a kick-ass concert. Rusty Cooley, he played. His band Outworld. There was a band called Madrigal or something like that. Madrigal, whatever. And they were like.
It's funny you're saying that because John booked the show in Dallas, right? So he booked us. Well, it was Thorn Spawn, back then. Solitude Eternus and some funk band.
Funk?
Yes, funk, like some weird, like a funky band, And John's like, yeah, I like to mix shows up and all that, and and then he's cool, right? He's like, hey, y'all need a place to crash. You crash at the house, like, yeah. We get over there, and he's just like blasting Black Witchery all night.
Oh man.
How cool is that, right?
It's always cool for the host because he goes to bed super late that night. He's at home. He doesn't have to drive home or whatever. The rest of you got to wake up early and drive like 4 hours back home, 5 hours back home.
Let me tell you, this dude is a total class act. Before we even got out of bed, he was already cooking, making breakfast tacos for everyone.
Oh, that's badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guy, man. And he manages he was managing a tour that blew my mind, Mayhem, I think, or
Watain.
Something. Maybe Watain.
It was Watain and because who was it? It was a big Watain tour because I saw him there and he's like, yeah, I'm managing.
I thought it was Inquisition and Mayhem, that tour.
He might have did that one too. I'm sure. I mean, he was doing road manager for a while. I don't know if he's still doing it, but yeah. Dude, I can't think of the fucking band. Hold on. Because they were kind of popular for a while. The devil and the fucking wah. They're on
Gold Horde?
No, they were Swedish. They were from the same town as Watain. They were that heavy metal band. The guy with the fucking foxtail and shit.
Satan or Kill or
nah, they were straight up heavy metal.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm sure the chat knows. See if they fucking. Yes, we're talking about John Parrish Razor. Anyway,
John Paris.
No, I said Paris. He got it right.
Oh, okay.
Alex Cooper.
Yeah.
He's coming to town again, Fraser. You gonna go see him? In Solitude. You fucking got it, bro. Yeah, you remember that band In Solitude? They toured with Watain a couple of times. They're Swedes. Just more like the straight up metal.
Lately, I've been in heavy rotation. I've been listening to a lot of Scandinavian fastcore and like Scandinavian like what would you call it? It's not grind, but it's like fastcore, hardcore, thrash punk, like super
Speedcore
fast
and all
stuff.
that
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. A lot of these riffs could be straight up black metal riffs. Especially like the bass riffs are so aggressive, you know. But the drumming is throwing that like hyper fast DB, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of start.
That hyper fast DB that's hard to play, right?
Fuck yeah, dude. It's hard because you're
some of my drummers trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those beats where you have to think fast. You know, you're not necessarily like smacking the snare like super quick, right? But your foot versus your hands are locked into this pattern that is constantly being interrupted by these fills, and then the songs themselves are like stop. Like if you missed one of the repeats, you fall off the train, right? Because then they take one more riff and the song's over. What the shit? You got to like jump back on the song and you missed a beat and you drop a stick and the song's gone. It's real short. That kind of stuff is intense, man. And something about the way the Swedes, the vocals, the lyrics sound when they like roll the R's real heavy and shit, or I don't know, it just sounds super aggressive, man. I don't know.
Let's check this out. This is kind of fast. Let's play something fast.
Yeah, dude, let's get some.
He'd be tearing up his bedroom right now if he heard
this. There you go, I knew it. Oh, yeah, there you go. You see the ending, and it's done. You're like, God damn it, you can't mess up that. You need that snare's got to hit. You know,
has to be right on cue, or it's blown.
Yeah, I love that pressure of like you gotta stay alert. You have to listen. You have to think fast. That can wear you out as a drummer, man. You know, more so than just blasting. You know.
But okay, with blasting, you can kind of cheat. Like even if you're kind of getting a little like, I mean, I know but like some blasters, you know, they can kind of get a little sloppy. But it's going so fast, you don't really catch it, right?
Yeah, because ultimately, you know, whatever you're playing guitar or you're playing bass or you're playing drums, if like inside you and you know you feel this and you're consistent and you kind of like look at your bandmates, if you get a chance, you look at your bandmates. And you assure yourself that you're looking at their body language. You want to see them either tapping their foot or headbanging. And if you guys are kind of dancing together, then you can dig into what you're doing. As long as you know your part, you're going to come out great. You know, a lot of times you can't hear yourself. Like when a stage is too big and they make you stand over there and they make the other person stand way over there, but the monitors aren't loud enough. So everything just sounds real weird and far away, and yet the audience hears everything mixed really well, right? That's scary, man. I remember we played a show at over here at this place called La Villarreal. It's like it would hold, I don't know, 2,000 people or maybe something like that. Whatever. It was a cute little spot. A lot of good shows. Metallica played there back in the day in '83, and Aerosmith and Thor. A band called Thor.
Type of venue or something.
Yeah, OG. There's a video of Dave Mustaine, and like they're asking him. I guess they're asking him like, are there any places you don't like or something like that? Name the worst gig you've ever had or something. And he goes, he's like just sitting in a chair, like someone's interviewing him. He goes, I don't know. I mean, I really like the gigs we do. I never really had a problem. Oh wait, well no, there is this one place, McAllen, Texas. McAllen, Texas. You suck. Like he says some shit like that. That's we all started cheering like, well, we're famous. Yeah.
I guess this is a question that you can answer because you do both. Are drums harder to master over guitar? I know nothing about instruments.
Okay, so this is me coming from a drum teacher, right? Like when I have students, there's this evaluation that you have to kind of you have to practice this evaluation process with these students and their parents, because ultimately you got to figure out, is this individual here because they're passionate about playing music and they really want to learn and they're self-motivated, or are these rich ass parents just trying to like find a way to keep their kids busy for another couple hours because they're at work? You know what I mean? So then they'll get them dropped off at the music school and they'll be there for an hour, and then their lesson's only half an hour or sometimes an hour long, and then they get picked up. It's kind of like they're just, and you ask the kid, what do you want to play? I don't know. What do you like? Oh, I like everything. Come on, man. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Exactly. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? And so that does affect the process and the output, the turnout and all that. So which one's harder to answer the question? This part of the evaluation is you got to find out if they got it. Like some people don't got it. I know that sounds really lame to say it that way, but
no, it's a fact. That's true.
And the it factor that I'm referring to is like kind of being able to feel a steady pulse. That's it. That's the hardest thing to do for some people, dude. You'd be surprised, man. Because when you can keep a pulse in you naturally, then you can like try to vocalize melodies and repeat yourself over and over and make riffs, right? Dude, some people, I've seen people like jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle, all like psychos, dude. They really cannot.
They can't keep
that's the it, and it's kind of like most people have it.
Most
people have it.
You're funny to bring that up, because when I first started in my music theory class in high school, like music theory A or B, the very first one, where the teacher made the class. This is so boring, everyone, but it's just a fact. She made the class to rhythms,
right?
To the rhythms.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what you're talking about, because some people just couldn't do it. They'd be like,
right.
Like, are you having a stroke? What are you doing?
Are you doing Morse code or whatever?
Yeah. And she would basically say, you probably need, the ones who couldn't get it, she was like, you probably need to transfer out of this class.
And it's nothing against the individual. It's just, it's awkward, man. Some people excel at certain things, and then some people have a deficit in certain things that they're just not able to. Some people can't read very well. Yeah. And it's sometimes that's because it's a physical thing. Like me, dude, sometimes when I'm reading, I'll read right, and then all of a sudden my eyes don't track what I'm trying to read, and then I'll have to back up a couple sentences and reread. Shit like that slows down the process sometimes to read stuff. Yeah, I find myself reading something 2 or 3 times. It's like, okay, there, I got it, right?
No,
and
that happens, I think, to all of us too. Like you read something and you're like, what the fuck did I just read?
Yeah, you can back up 2 sentences and read it again. You're like, oh, okay.
Okay. Now it makes
you're
sense,
not like quite, and so anyway, so it's a long-winded way of me trying to allude to drums are easier to play, but they're harder to understand if you don't got it. So
Yeah.
it's weird. It's like it's technically the easier of the two, but if you can't do it, then chances are you can't do any of it. You can't play guitar, you can't play piano. You can make noises and do cool little ditties, but to be in an ensemble with everybody kind of gelling together on a beat,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to write a riff on a TikTok in your head, whatever if it's just tapping your foot. It doesn't have to be like a metronome machine or anything, but just that
Yeah.
kind of like
tick,
yeah, that the
Keep
headbang.
yeah. Staying on
You
that
know?
rhythm. Yeah.
That groove shit that you can just create all because of this shit. Dude, some people can't do that. So
Kick,
guitar,
snare,
I think, is
kick,
way
snare.
harder.
Yeah.
Guitar's way harder, but I'll tell you what, the best songwriters are the ones that understand drums plus one. Like, they understand it. They're not like the best drummers, but they understand. Like, they'll probably give them a pair of sticks and they'll do some basic beats, and they understand what needs to happen to make certain fills. They don't have the mileage on it, right? But they understand it, and when they understand it, they can write songs that are a little more cohesive and a little more musical in the sense where you can do something like that song you just played, The End of Heresy, right? There's a little the drums, and then it does a little. So there's a start, stop, and there's an orchestration going on, and it's like two notes, but it's go, go, go. And then boom, the next song is going to start right away, and you're like, oh shit, you're trying to celebrate what just happened, and they're slapping you in the face with the next song.
Yeah.
Dude, what an experience. I love that shit. So I love grindcore a lot, man. They do that really well.
Fraser wants to know, would you do a whole instrumental album, no vocals?
Of course. Of course. There's a band called Brutal Blues, and there's a band called Sodomy. Oh, goodness gracious. There's a band called Sudoku, and look up Sudoku and the bands that came out of that one. Brutal Blues, Sudoku, and Polominski, Sodomysky, some weird word. It's a two-piece Norwegian, like, psychedelic grindcore band. It's crazy, dude.
I bet it's weird.
Super brutal, dude. It's super brutal, man. And they're like musical geniuses. These guys are also composing piano parts and saxophone parts and all kinds of stuff, but like fucking over these crazy blast beats and constant fills. And then the vocals will come in and it just goes, ugh, and then it delays. Ugh, ugh. That's it. Like, there's no words. It's just kind of like another instrument. It's like thrown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that rules.
all these instruments.
JD, would you
yeah, go ahead.
Do you have a certain band you love with a drummer who just doesn't have it?
Or is God?
Do you have a certain band that I like with a drummer who doesn't have it? Okay. There's some people who are very physically proper in the movements of a beat, but they're not very creative. But then there's the opposite, where there's people who are very creative and can be in a song, but physically they're not clean. And those guys are very cool. There's a lot of them in Brazil and in Colombia, and the old demos, like even Sepultura, the first album, Morbid Visions, he drops a drumstick. It's very clumsy. It's very stiff.
Yeah.
But they just needed time. You're never gonna hear a recording with a person who doesn't have it, because they can't play, dude. That's what I'm trying to say. Some people cannot go jingle bells, jingle all the way.
They're not gonna get
they
to
can't
the
do
recording
that.
stage. Yeah, they're not even gonna get to that.
Yeah, you're never. At this point, you're just gonna hear styles and flavors and things. It's more of opinion based. This is like, some people cannot do the thing, and so that's what that was, to answer that long-winded version, to answer that question.
Yeah.
Which one's harder, drums or guitar? And drums are easier if you got it. If you don't got it, then just don't even play guitar, don't even play drums, just
be a fan.
Just have fun.
Out.
Just enjoy it.
Out.
Yeah, jam out, man. That's it. Just have fun. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, guitar's harder.
Okay, we're gonna slow down all these questions for JD. So one more, Fraser. Who's your favorite drummer? Any genre of music?
Okay. So there are attributes to playing any instrument. For example, guitar. You have two things happening. You have your right hand, and in this example, your right hand is strumming and your left hand is fingering chords and melodies and licks, right? So there's this motion, there's these little motions, and then there's like these counter movements. There's a lot of, and then there's creativity that's supposed to be happening at the same time. That right there in itself is something that can really impress you, and where you could say, man, that guy, like, let's say he plays really, really, really well. He's one of the greatest guitar players in the world. He can play all the sweeps. You know, what was that from Spaceballs? The bleeps, the creeps, and the sweeps. Or what did he say? And he does all the sound effects. Remember that guy?
Yes.
You know, it's right.
Wasn't he like Police Academy dude too? Or
yeah. That guy. He's so funny.
Now we're talking my language.
Yeah. Oh, but what I was gonna say is so drummers, it's basically it's like style, you know, like it has to be the mood, you know, like if I want to hear an old school pre-metal drummer, so like the jazz rock drummers, that like the ones that the thunderous drummers that like brought aggression to drumming are going to be the ones that everybody knows, you know, like people like Ginger Baker, like Ginger Baker, and you know, fucking Neil Peart, and you know, what's his name from that drummer from Mountain, that guy's super sick. Bill Ward, those guys, they're playing metal. It's you know, they're heavy on the foot, and the hands are angry and quick.
Yeah.
But you know, if I want to hear like super technical, super fast, like machine gun drumming. Do you remember the album from the band Deeds of Flesh? There was an album called Mark of the Legion. Came out like in 01, maybe 02.
I wasn't a big Deeds of Flesh fan.
I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
But I know what you're talking about. The drumming is overboard. It's
like great robotic drumming. But I'm calling it what it is, right? It's robotic and fucking impressive. From there forward, you're just gonna have a lot of drummers who do the thing that he just did faster. So then it becomes a contest of speed. And at that point, like, I can appreciate speed, but what brought me to the game is like what brought me to the show wasn't just how fast. It's like what they're doing, right? So it's not. I'm not always about the fastest drummers. Maybe like what's the drummer from Behemoth? Everybody celebrates that guy, and he's really good. But I don't hear him offering something. I hear him doing the thing really well, but I don't see or hear him offering something different. You know, Frost, the drummer Frost from Satyricon.
Yep. He
offers things. He created a lot of neat beats, a lot of broken blast beats that he would do in the black metal music.
Yeah,
and like they translate like well in a lot of other styles of music. They're really heavy. The way he attacks his fucking blast beats into his toms, dude. His 1 foot intensity, dude. Like you think he's using 2 feet, and then he'll bring in his left foot. It's just so fast. So fast.
Frost is he's still kind of underrated. Like,
yeah, right.
Those early albums. Damn. Crazy.
Yeah.
Flying bass, technical drumming skills.
Totally, man.
The tom work and all that. Those rolls he would do in those blast beats.
So crazy.
Like, good Lord, dude. Fucking insane.
You know, and then let's talk about Tony Laureano. Remember Tony Laureano on the Inexorable, the Angel Corpse album?
Yep.
What a perfect performance. I mean, beautiful sounding drums, precise and intense, and offering new things that and he's just blasting pop, 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 on the top, but he's doing like riffs with his feet. He's literally doing licks like
I almost thought dude, like, is it human? You know what? When I first heard some of the stuff he was doing, especially with the kicks, so fucking fast and clear, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So many cool things. So many good drummers.
That dude definitely is a death metal fucking masterpiece. And I even like some of it. Don't fucking call me a poser, but I like some of the shit he was doing. Demi Borger too, man. He was killing it.
Hell yeah.
He's a fucking good drummer. Nicky Anderson. Yeah, he's a good drummer. What do you think?
Nicky Anderson? Who's that?
Yeah. Like Entombed and all that. And,
that guy. Anderson.
Yeah, he held it down.
He's a great drummer, but that you know, I need a little more. I need a little more than most of the Swedish death metal bands. I'm very picky with my Swedish death metal.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I still can't get into Dismember, and Francisco sent me the very first recording or something like that, or that they ever had, and I haven't heard it yet. But I swear, dude, everything I've ever heard of Dismember, I don't like, dude.
Well, you gotta hear Everflowing Stream. Maybe
put
not
it on.
Drum. All right, I think I have one.
Put it on. Instead of take it off, right?
I was gonna say that makes no sense. Let me see. I'll just find it. Keep talking, man. You can talk with the chat, whatever. Let me find it. Well, you know what? I'm gonna play this song while I look for that song.
Okay, go for it.
We were talking about in solitude.
In solitude, right?
Yeah. So let's play. This one I'll dedicate to my wife because she likes this song.
Hell yeah.
And here it is. Fucking Demons. It's heavy metal though. Not...
Yeah.
One day there was silence, full of
right, yeah, that was In Solitude and fucking Demons.
That's a good song, man.
Yeah, that whole album is actually pretty good. The next album they did after that, Sister, is a little more gothy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as heavy metal. Let's FRASER saying here. A traditional heavy metal called Ram. Look them up. I know Ram is FRASER. I think I have one of their CDs. It was pretty good heavy metal from Sweden.
What did he say? Attritional?
Attritional, yeah.
Yeah, attritional.
Nutritional heavy metal. You can get them from Health Headbangers.
Health? Oh, it's a traditional. I get it. I know what you meant, though. I meant traditional.
Like Francisco says, after a while, you start figuring out some of the stuff he's saying, and like, oh, okay, what he means, yeah. All right, I found a fucking December. I'm gonna say dismember fucking song for you. Let's see if you like it.
Let's see, dude.
Let's see. Let's see if you're gonna like it, or if you're gonna be a picky
little bee.
Picky Nicky. All right, let's see. All right, and Death Sleep from the first album.
A ver.
From dream to dream, you have always been like an ever-flowing stream.
Okay, we're back.
Yep.
And verdict.
It was amazing. Actually, it was amazing, dude.
I told you that fucking album rolls, dude. It's like it rips. It ain't no death roll or none of that crap.
No, dude, I'm telling you, that's like the best. It's not even the same band, dude. That's totally something different. That's really, 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 really good. It's dark. It's not just that typical Swedish thing they keep doing over and over. You know what I mean? That's way better. That's way better.
Yeah, the first album, you can't go wrong, man.
I know the cover art. I just don't remember the recording.
Yeah, and the Pieces EP, good too. I mean, I don't like hate anything they did, but for me, that's like fucking top tier. Dismember, Ever Flowing Stream, and the Pieces EP.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of gets not as like awesome. It's still cool, but if you want, you know what I mean. If you're gonna buy one, that's what you need to buy for sure. All right, man, we're getting ready to wind down here soon, man. It is 2 a.m.
Yeah, mine's about to die. My phone. I'm trying to get my plug for it.
Yeah.
There you go.
What are we gonna play here? Have I played any fucking South American bands tonight? I don't think I have.
Mm-mm.
We got to take a trip down to South America, man. Play some Infernal Curse if I can find it over here. Infernal Curse. Should be right next to this shit. There it is. Here we go. Still Against Still.
Boom. Yeah.
No kissing up now, Fraser.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
a new song. Sepulchral Summoning.
There's a riff there where there's like a turnaround, like where before it gets. I was like, dude, that's clever, dude. That's sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was recorded from the Ruin show a couple weeks ago here in town.
The Pulga.
Now we just got to write like about 8 more of those and we'll be ready.
Cool. Yeah, we're at like 6 songs ourselves.
Are you?
Yeah, we need probably to reach a good, 30 plus minutes. We probably need another 3 songs or so. I don't know. We're not like trying to cap it. We're trying to just write it out. I think maybe we'll do like, I don't know, 9 songs or 11 songs. Who knows?
I mean, it's fucking awesome, dude. You got signed to Hell's Headbanger, not Health Headbangers, but
Health. I like Health Headbangers.
Health Headbanger. I mean, it kind of goes with JT's, when he talks about weightlifting and all that.
Yeah, that's why it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of tied in. But again, congrats on that, dude. That's fucking cool.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah, it's coming together. Man. Noelia, man, she's a riff master. This whole project came from her, kind of needing an outlet, creative outlet for some, like everybody does. Sometimes we get inspired by a situation, and she just like, boom, started writing, started riffing. Hey, Joe, come over here, and I sit on the kit. And I'm like, okay. So sit on the kit. She goes, okay. She showed me some riffs. She goes, play a beat to this and do a D beat here and do a blast beat there. And, you know, kind of like make the skeleton and so I go do my thing on top of it. And man, dude, like she's really productive like that, you know? So
I mean, that's fucking awesome, dude. Because I'm sure a lot of people assume, do they assume like you write the music? Do you ever get that?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, they'll come up to me and you know, they're being polite and, hey man,
yeah, I'm not
I like that song, you know, it's like,
yeah.
I didn't write it, you know, like, because we'll be next to each other, you know, they should be telling her, you know, like,
yeah,
she's the one who created this whole, the reason why we're all here is because she wrote these badass songs, you know, like as far as like at the show, you know, we're all here because of her songs.
Yeah.
Right,
so it's basically her project, right? And you just
absolutely. 100%. Yeah. It became kind of like a Dark Throne thing for a second, but when we got Richard, you know, so on the studio, I'm the drummer and Noe's a guitarist and Richard's the bass player. That's kind of like the studio band. The live band, my buddy Dan comes in on drums and I'll get on the guitar.
Yeah. And who's your bass player's name again?
Richard Casas.
He's cool, dude. I hung out with him a little last time here in town. We talked.
He's a total badass, dude.
He got that awesome bass. He told me the story too. That was fucking cool. Yeah, it's about a 3-minute song. A little over 3 minutes, I think.
It's good.
And just straight to the, as FRASER says, straight to the point. There was no need to add more riffs to it. It just worked out the way it worked out. Like, cool. That's it. Sometimes you do that, right? It just, it's good. Don't need to change it. All right, dude.
Sometimes, yeah.
The last jam of the night.
Good one.
What am I gonna fucking play, dude?
Last jam. Play some Necrophagia.
I don't know if I have any. Now I don't feel like downloading anymore. I'm being lazy. Let me see. Do I? No. I think I'm losing my voice too. Well, let's embarrass JD. Let's play some ETD.
Can't you? Don't threaten me with a good time.
All right, let me fucking find this jam. I was telling Francisco, I think you were watching some of the best grindcore, dude.
Thank you, man.
That's come out in years. Real grindcore. Fucking definitely grindcore. Fucking yeah.
That's all Francisco, dude. Like, he would tell me, like, hey, you know what? I know you can play this fast, but can you slow it down to this certain tempo? Like, not slow, but to a specific tempo for certain riffs. And I would always feel a little awkward, like, you know, not like reluctant, just awkward, like in trying to like adjust to these like thought out, like slow it down to this speed right here. And then the riff suddenly like felt heavier because it wasn't like, no, you know, the riffs could breathe, you know?
Exactly. They could breathe out a little more so you can catch them. Just
so Francisco, man, he knows what he's doing, man.
What's up, Vasily? Vasily's all the way from Germany.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Guten Tag.
Listen to this one, Vasily. This is some more Texas stuff. Maybe you should interview him for Ancient Spirit Terror, one of the best underground zines in the fucking world, dude.
Sick.
Check this out. Now let me go back because I had to fucking close the window and now I'm going to fucking reopen it. All right, ETD. Where's it at? Overpower, Overthrow.
Orale. Good track.
I love it. Now,
Thanks,
can you
bro.
get that? Where can you get that shit at before we head out, man? Anybody's looking
Go
for
Throne Records had the cassette. Good luck finding it. There might be some in circulation, but Go Throne's out, and I love that. I don't know if he's ever going to print more, and I wouldn't be mad if he never did. That'd be like, ugh. But if he did, he better be a Chafa version so you can want the original version. And Vomit's doing the CD, and that one's got the clear disc, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Health Headbangers is going to give us a healthy serving of vinyl version of that. So I don't know when exactly, but it's in process.
So in other words, all formats are covered.
All formats, all desired contemporary formats. Yes, sir.
But will it be on 8-track?
Of course.
Yeah, we'll get that
HD 8-track.
That's
right.
8-track. Who? It was Evil Day, right? The Evil Day.
That's right.
Logo?
Yeah, San Antonio, man. Another San Antonio badass.
Yeah, Evil Day from Scum Allegiance, and he has a tattoo shop here. He made the logo and all that art you saw too, right?
Yeah, most of it. Yeah, the drawings were done by someone else. The ones of us, like, yeah, that one's done by someone else.
Okay, I thought you
did. I forget her name. Francisco's mentioned her name a bunch of times. I wasn't paying attention. Might even be in the liner notes. It should be in the liner notes.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil Dave, Scum Allegiance, J.R.R. Token. I love that name too, man.
Yeah.
All right, we're done, dude. We're out. I gotta go to sleep.
All right, guys.
Thanks for hanging out all night, everyone. I get the most viewers right when I'm getting ready to fall asleep.
Yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out, and just remember the 15th. Whoever's hanging out, there's going to be a show early in the morning, probably around what did I say? 10, maybe? No, 1 o'clock ish.
That's not too bad. There's no excuse for missing that. I mean,
unless you're working and stuff.
Yeah. But if it's on a Saturday, you should be able to get plenty of guys. I mean, people, whatever.
It'll be fun. And stick around, man. We're all being creative all the time. Everybody, yeah.
Fuck yeah. There'll be more Pious Levis. We have no idea who we're gonna go with on our next one, so see what happens in the future. Good night, Retro. Thanks for hanging out. I love that you fucking jam out to this. She says this music relaxes her.
Yeah, it's good noise.
Yeah, some people that's the case. Oh yeah, dude. Okay. I could give him his props. Metal Leather Loudness recorded that on Pious Levis. Oh, the drum tracks. Yeah.
The Annihilator drum tracks are done. They sound sick.
That's one of the things I forgot to ask you, dude. How that fucking
coming out, dude. 7 songs, and I got to record a cover. Might do 2. Yeah, we got 7 songs down. Sounds great. Just finalizing things with vocal stuff, and it'll be out, ready to release to. I think Extreme Records was interested in doing it. We'll see. How things go. It's life is going, you know what I mean, from both sides of the track. So if not, we'll get it out there, man, and share it with everybody. It's gonna be fun.
Cool. All right. We're gonna head out with some fucking classic Vermont gore flicks, and we'll be gone on the other side. Thanks everyone. Laters.
Ave.
God. Lucky, hold on. Okay, Sam just walked in with 2 cases of Lucky Lager. First of all, we have to get a Lucky Lager chant on the count of 3, or we're gonna keep on yelling. Lucky Lager, Lucky Lager, Lucky Lager, Lucky Lager, Lucky Lager, Lucky Lager, Lucky Lager.